said we should meet early.
Some of the facilities inspected at the stadium include the Molade Okoya Tennis Hall, 3,000 capacity multipurpose indoor sports hall, beach soccer pitch, synthetic football pitch, and the 38,000 capacity main ball football field. In a chat with the Minister of Sport, he insists that there will be a change in the country's sporting tradition.
Under the current administration, which we are all aware is a change regime, sports also is not spared. For sports, we observe that in the past we had what we can refer to as servicing sports. That is a sporting system that only responds to events, to tournaments. And once the tournaments are over, the athletes, the actors fizzle into thin air for another next event. So that has informed our policy thrust of putting in motion a development-oriented sports model. This model of sporting tradition will identify talents, develop the talent, build the talent in order to maximize utility value. In other words, we're also driving sports to public-private partnership. We want to attract more of corporate investment into sports so that sports can become a national heritage. It is inviting people with requisite experiences and also saddling them with the power to engage or co-op extra hands, gather and harness ideas, and present them for me to be able to take sports to the next step. So, concession of more powers is not the case. And in any case, when we are talking about trying to achieve results, the issue of looking at personal power is immaterial. Results is what we are looking at. It is balancing now national interest against power. Yes, if the federation cannot meet our national aspiration, then there is no need pretending that we are talking about having the power or not having the power. The Minister of Sports is presiding over sports development in Nigeria. And if sports is not developing, will he lay claim that he is succeeding as a minister? Something must be done. So when there is cancer, you have to go for operation. You cannot be massaging it because you are afraid of using incisive weapon. Something must be done. So it is not a question of power, but it's a question of balancing national interest against non-performance.
Analysts believe there's been so much concentration on football while other sports are less attended to, especially in terms of funding.
No, I think to be fair to those who are saying it, maybe because we talk so much about football. But of course, if your house is on fire, you will not say because it was burned last year and is now on fire this year, so you are afraid of people accusing you of wasting so much effort on it. You must take efforts to try, to save what you can save out of it. So football had been at the center in view of the crisis associated with leadership, with the management of the national team, the administration, and so many sundry things. So of course, I cannot, for the fear of not addressing them, said, well, I'm giving too much attention, because if you neglect it, it will infect, it will spread and infect other federations. And before you know, it will be a wildfire. My own sport, which is hockey, is not even doing well. My own sport, hockey, is not doing well. It's also victim by the same situation. But what I have realized is that after the Olympics, we are going to have the elections of the federations. And I've promised Nigerians that I will not allow my personal or political interest to influence who emerge as a president of a federation. Professionalism, merits, commitment, determination will be the key weights to leadership of the federation so that we can move them forward. If we don't do this, then the reforms we are talking about it will just amount to throwing the baby with the bathwater. For a very long time, these federations have been working. They have been working because little or no attention in most cases were given to them. So most of the federations are not viable enough. That has now taken them to the point of when they have tournaments, they sometimes do not even give us notice of their participation in time. And in government, you know, it's not like going to the bank with your ATM to withdraw money. It has processes. So most of these correspondences, when they come, before you process them, we are already out of time. And in most cases, we will sometimes have to ask them to borrow and go before we complete the processes and take these funds through. And that has not been too good enough. It has not been too encouraging enough. It has affected even the level of participation. And so we are improving seriously on that. But every federation that has written to us, we try to give them time. And I mean, one of the problems with the federation too is in their desperado to participate, if they know that they cannot get the funds in time, they get sponsors who sometimes or oftentimes abandon them. This is traceable to the quality of leadership of the federation, which I have articulated long ago, that politics have influenced. Politics, instead of professionalism, have influenced leadership of the federation and has created a lot of damage to the growth of these federations.
What is the sports minister's plan for grassroots games?
My policy thrust is grassroots development and to complete all abandoned projects if it is possible. I'm not thinking of any new project except it is very, very essential, because the catalog of abandoned projects I found on the ground are so worrisome that I'm not even supposed to be thinking of anything. Because if we do not complete them and put them to use, then there's no need. Then you see, grassroots sports development is the key to sports development. If you neglect grassroots sports development for elite sports, then you are coming back to what I said earlier, that it is a servicing sports development, which has nothing to offer but to go scouting when opportunity avails. So I have to commend channels for that initiative, and I hope that they will take me into confidence the day they will start. I will be there live and direct.
And for the Supporters Club, better days may just be here again for the sports sector in Nigeria.